So these are the, I hate starting a sentence with so, but so these are holes in the gas tank. I will attempt to repair them using this, and the idea is to fix it on the exterior. Then I have a detergent that I have to clean the inside with, and then there is a product called liquid plastic. It's liquid. Pour it on the inside, block all the holes, and move the gas tank around, rotate it so it coats pretty much the interior surface. It is claimed that the product is gasoline friendly, so it will not disintegrate when filled with gasoline. That's the hope. And then when that is done, the whole gas tank will get a primer and a rubberized coating. Now, whether I'm doing it right or not, I don't know. There's no gas tanks out there available at this time. There was one that was in the excess of $500. It is not known whether it has holes in it or not. It may have holes just like this one. So right now the first step is trying to repair the gas tank that we have on hand. So the product says try to, with a gritty sandpaper, try to scuff up the area where you're going to apply the JB weld. This has been tried before on other videos. Let's see how this one works. Okay, here we go. These are the holes. I scuffed the area around. I made some of the holes that looked like they were flaky, a little bit bigger. I try to tap around the area to see if there are any loose with this, and these are what showed up. There we go. We got some here, some there. There's one there that was marked out, but there's no hole. Okay, there's nothing in there. I'll probably put some there too. And then got here, some there, and some there. All right, so that's what we look like, ready to mix. The product is a two-part. We'll see how it turns out. Be back soon. So this steel stick is not really a forgiving product. It works in a mess. It's not, and it cures very quickly. So effectively, the first batch I made, I had to, it hardened on me before I could apply it. It became hard as a piece of steel. That, I have to admit, that's what we're looking for, but it takes time, and it sticks to everything, sticks to your finger. So effectively you have to clean your finger and not put the piece down that you're working with, because it'll stick to everything. I did scuff up the area before, and because of the markings I started losing track of where the holes were. So I started marking them up. Try to put a light inside the gas tank, but there is barriers within it. I guess that prevents the gasoline from sloshing around, so you can't really see the holes that are lit up from the interior, so that was a waste. Anyways, I went and bought another piece, and let's see what happens with that. I'm going to try to even out this miserable looking workmanship. Ultimately there's going to be another product that will be applied to the interior, and then a paint on the exterior. It doesn't look nice. But hopefully it'll hold the gasoline within it, and I can, you know, use the car until I find another gas tank. Stick comes in two colors, dark and a gray, and you take off a piece. Don't take too much off. It's too much of it, but I'll work quickly with it. And then you have to start, put this away. Your hands are all sticky now. I used gloves yesterday and the gloves made it more difficult. So we'll see. Yeah, I put the leftover back, and now you take the piece and you start kneading it like silly putty. The color has to mix. Not too many instructions on the package either. So, and I think you got maybe a couple of good minutes to work with. If it starts heating up in your hand, it's setting. So I think that's about right. Who knows? And then we apply it to a piece, but now it sticks to your finger also. So effectively, to speed it up, I have a rag here that the piece that I'm using, the rag, it sticks to your hands. So I have one of these spackles also, and try to squeeze it into the holes. Take off anything excess. The only problem is after a while it sticks to the spackle too. So that's not a... If you tool it too long, it starts picking up whatever you applied. Alright, so we wipe this off. Now I'm gonna fix some of the crazy work from yesterday. I have places where I have to reapply. I do certainly hope that this will end up, you know, buying time until I find a better conditioned gas tank. Right now there isn't any to be had anywhere. Well, there is, but very expensive. Way out of my budget. Okay, so it's sticking to the spackle, and to my fingers. In hindsight, maybe it was the should have gotten a different product. Too late now. I hope these dimples here are not necessary when the tank is reinstalled, because if they are, I have to scrape this off. Alright, it's set already. It's like hard as starting to be very hard as a rock. Alright, I wonder if I would have coated the spackle with something like some sort of grease. It wouldn't stick to it, but then that may be not good for the adhesion to the gas tank. Just sitting there. It was beside me a few minutes ago. Looks like crap. So do my fingers. Permanent steel on the fingertips. So the cure time for that is an hour. In an hour, we're gonna do this. This is going to be poured into the gas tank, rolled around in it, moved around in it, and then I think I didn't order enough. That's 8 ounces. Then this goes in there, and hopefully I'll move the gas tank around, roll it around, have it coat as much of it as possible on the interior. I don't think we have good news. I poured this product in it to clean the interior before I pour in this product. But when the greaser was poured in, I started seeing the liquid come out through the bottom where the steel stick was applied. So I don't think that worked very well. We'll see. I just saw, you know, a little bit of leakage, but a lot of places, not pouring out profusely. So we'll see. We'll try to coat it. I'll try to coat it with that liquid plastic on the interior. Right now it's drying because that was poured into it and I moved it around, and this is what came out of the tank. So right now it's just drying before I apply the liquid plastic. Hopefully, this is fuel tank sealer. It's supposed to be this whole container with just the same amount of water mixed together, poured in, and then have the tank rolled around. And once it's all coated, you have to roll it around for about half an hour on each side. Most of it, I guess, will be on the bottom because I want that steel stick area to be coated from the interior. The sealer has been poured in. I don't know if there's going to be enough. I even punctured holes on it to get every little bit out of it. See holes in there because it gathers at the top. It looks like dust. Looks like that. And now it's supposed to be rolled around. It's supposed to be rolled around. Seal the holes. Nothing's coming out of there anyways, because those two pipes extend that way. Looks like I'd be happy if it just coats the bottom where the steel stick was placed. So now I'm gonna roll it, try to distribute all that. Hopefully it will do a seal. I see it popping through here, so maybe it's sealing all the imperfections. That would be a good thing, because all I really want is for it to work for a while until I can find a decent gas tank. This seems to be an issue with some of these cars. I've seen online that other people have had the same problem. So let's hope it's gonna do its job. I think I should have bought twice as much fuel tank sealer. Now the can says drain all excess. There's absolutely no way of draining this. So what we're gonna do is just let it sit. It says cure time 96 hours. So that would put us to Wednesday. So I don't think anything is gonna be happening as far as reinstalling this tank into the vehicle. Let me call it a Fiero because that's what it is. The vehicle seems to be such a unfriendly generalization. Mind you, what the hell do I know? So I think this is, as long as I see this surface still moving around within whatever spilled on top of the dividers, and if that's still slowly inching its way all over the place, that means that it's still liquid. So this may be a exercise for a few hours. Hopefully it'll distribute itself properly. Okay, we'll let you know. Now the last step is I have primer that I'd like to paint the exterior and then put a plastic coating on the exterior. That would add an extra layer. I prefer not to have the gas go to the exterior to be held in place, because that means that the interior tank sealer and the steel stick didn't work. So hope against hope. How should I say? Let's be positive in this day and age with the issues going on around the world. In this country, let's try to be positive. In the grand scheme of things, does this matter? Not really. It's just to keep one's mind occupied and off something else. So when the sealer inside is going to be cured, I'm going to paint the exterior with this and with this. Now I don't think this gas tank will require high temperature, but I like the plastic paint, and potentially there may be high temperatures around it, so I'm hoping that that'll work. Right now, just moving the liquid inside around, rotating it, trying to coat every part of it. Gonna add a second amount of this. The last batch I bought was only 8 ounces. I don't think it's enough, so I bought another 16 ounces. We'll attempt to, since this doesn't fit, I'll try to improvise with one of these guides. Shake it well. Here goes nothing. I'm gonna try to see that it goes to the right place, because there's baffles inside. So here goes. Right. Now, let's see. And now it's a matter of moving it around. So it goes to the right place. Now some of it went into the baffle, so what I really have to do is get it out of the baffle. I don't need the baffle coated, and then we start the process. It's a slow moving liquid. This is going to go on for a little bit until I see that it's no longer moving around within it. Okay, so just painted it with a primer. Didn't water test it yet, but I like to put the liquid plastic on the outside as well. It looks like this. Now let's hope. The coat in the gas tank yesterday went on pretty thick. It's drying. I see a couple little spots on the baffle, the plastic baffle inside that peeled, but I'm hoping that's not going to be an issue. We'll see. It's going to cure until, I guess, maybe 48 more hours. I'm about to water test the gas tank. This is 2 weeks of work. Let's see, is it fixed, or was it just 2 weeks of wasted time? Let's see, here goes the water. That's not it. Let's see. Gonna fill it up about halfway. See what happens. I'm gonna blast it.
this is just some overspill. It's not it.